Hi, Tammy. Hi, Karen. I'm just busy setting up quickly. Yeah, we're just waiting for some more participants. Let's see. Share my screen. Cool. Go. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi. If you can hear me.
Yeah, you can hear. Just waiting for everyone else to join us.
Cool.
I realized we might only have a small crowd today because I know most of, all of the Unit A are working from sort of 8 till 1, if I'm not mistaken.
You're all right, but I'm here.
Yeah, he is still there. Great. Okay, then I think I'm going to get started and then we can just send the recording on to everyone. So one of the questions that I had yesterday, I know Caroline and I think Liesel were logging in and wanting to do some bookings or at least test out some of the functionality that we've been training on. So it's this link at the top here, which is preproduction.book360.co.za, and then it'll be like /login. But what I do is in the beginning of the video, it's got like that thumbnail, and I'll put it there, and then I'll also put it in the description of the video in case anyone needs it. Cool. So I just wanted to pick up on packages where we left off yesterday. So I'm just going to go down to the left-hand side here, and then this is my one from yesterday. I'm just going to go to view package, and I'm just going to edit it. So I only added one service yesterday, and I think it was just the meet and greet on the first day. And then we went on explaining how the costing overrides work and all of that. So what I want to do is just sort of actually follow through from building a package, making a booking from the package, and then actually creating a quote from that booking. So we can't quote directly from a package because a package doesn't have the travel dates set. It's got a validity period, but it doesn't have the travel date set, and there's a couple of other things that we need to do. But making it from a package is very straightforward. So I'm just going to add 2 or 3 more services to this, and then we're going to go through. So I'll probably run through it quite quickly, but it'll all be saved so you can watch it again or just stop me and ask a question if I am going too quick. So I'm going to edit in Trip Builder. I'm going to shorten my booking. I think at the moment it's 21 days. Yeah, from 1st November to 21. So I want to shorten my booking. So I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to choose my first day and my last day. So I'm just going to make it 7 days, select, and now we can see it's shortened it down. So now it's only my 7 days on the calendar here. So I'm going to go and add a service. Who's my supplier, my first, yeah, I can do Sweet Lemon. and one room apartment. There I've got all my beautiful photos, and I can change between them. Can I? Yep. So I can hop between them. Sorry, I know my internet connection is not the best. Cool. Okay. And then I can just choose the service that I want from the dropdown. So the 1-bedroom apartment, max 2 packs, that's cool. And that is for half twin is 518. So for the full room, it's 1,037. Cool. So I'm going to select, and so it's done 1,037 as I saw, and it's given me, so that total is including my markup. So I can add things like a baby cot. In this case, it's a 0 cost. If, for instance, at a later stage, they do invoice you for it, then you can go and amend that on the cost breakdown sheet. So I'm just going to go and say add service, which is for 1 night. Then I need to have my car rental arrive on this day. So I'm going to have pickup location. Just typing that in there. And then I'm going to look for my car rental is Bidvest. Okay. What type of car should we give them? Something small? C, B, C?
Yeah, C is okay.
C is okay. Cool. And there's the cost is 386 a day, and the sell, so FIT sell is 630 a day. Sure, quite marked up quite a bit. And select. But now I must remember that when I set this up, I set my TO plus a 15%. So it's not just taking the TO sell rate. I'm putting 15% margin on top of whatever my TO sell is. So that's why my margin for this is going to be quite high. But as soon as I've created my package, then I can always play around with that margin to give them something a bit better. That was just sort of more for an explanation point of view, what I was doing. Cool, I've got my 630. How many days do I want? So from day 1, I'm going to choose until the end. So you see it grays out or it hides all the days that you aren't allowed to choose. So after the 7th, my booking ends. So I can't try and book it for the 8th or something. So it's just a nice way of doing it there. And now what I can do is I can tick extended hours, which will then build them an extra 482. Or I can set the drop-off time to be, say, 12 noon. So the drop-off time is now 2 hours later than the pickup, which then is also calculating in an extra day. So I have either of those. We made both available. Just make sure that if you're adding an extra 2 hours here, you don't go and also charge them an extended day or extended hours, because then you would be charging them for 2 extra days technically, and not just 1. Okay. So if I've got any notes or anything I want to send to the clients, I can go and type them in here. And I'm going to add my service. There we go. I've got my blue. So pick up in the morning, 10 a.m. and they're going to drop it off there. Cool. I want to add another accommodation. Maybe something in Hermanus. So that's Overberg. Let's see what options I've got. Yeah, we're busy working on some of these images. Some of them don't show up so nicely because of the way that they've been saved from tour plan. So we just need to go through, now that we've got the feature on the supply portal, we need to go through the images and actually reload them so that they come out nicely like this in this format. Oh, Abalone Lodge is expensive. Ogallus House. So I have a few little options for searching. if, for instance, I know that there's a specific place in the Overberg, I can't really remember what it's called, but they've maybe got like a mountain facing room or something, I can go and type in a keyword over there. Oh, that's not going to work. So I can go and type in that, and I can see anything with the word mountain in the description is gonna be over the, it's gonna actually be displayed. So now it's showing 125 entries. If I take that out, it's showing me 366. So of the 366 different services that we have available, 125 of those are connected to a supplier that has something to do with the mountain, whether they're describing the mountain or whatever it is. So it just helps to sort of narrow it down. Maybe I want something in Hermanus. I can type in Hermanus, and now it's given me 194 entries have the word Hermanus, whether it be saying Hermanus is only 10 Ks away or something. So that's just how the search function there, how that works. If I want to limit it down to the meal basis, so for instance, I want half board or room only, I can do that as well. Let's just take this out. Is that, oh, sorry. It was just searching. So let's go room only. Yeah, so once again, it's given me 20 in total. So there's only 20 services that are actually flagged as room only. Maybe I want dinner, bed, and breakfast. Cool. Malchus. Oh, only 4 that have DBB. Sure, it's on the Breda River, yeah. DBB, small room, large, double. Yeah. So I can go and select it directly from here, or I can view the supplier, and then I can read a little bit more about them. And I can see the cost and the sell. Large double, DBB, max 2 packs. And then it'll also give me all of the services, not just the ones that I filtered down to. So previously I'd filtered just the DBB ones, but now it shows me the supplier and all of their services, room only included, and all the rest. So now I've chosen large double, DBB, max 2 packs. There's my half twin, there's my room price, there's my room sell. Cool, select service. And I want to do that for 2 nights. So I can see it's 2150. That's the sell rate. I'm going to select 2 nights, apply, and it should double it there. It's gone 2480. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe I must have a look at that. Oh, okay. So I've got my 2 nights there. Then I'm gonna add something else further up the coast. What's next? Something in Mossel Bay. Maybe I can look for Garden Route. Maybe they can do Garden Route Game Lodge. That'll be a nice one. Okay. Sure, nice long description. Chalet, DBB, 2 game drives, 1 tour. We've got lots of nice options. Lodge room, FIT only. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit cheaper. It's better. Maybe I can give him a chalet. How about that? Oh, that's a lot more. Sure. Okay. Okay. And yeah, I'm just going to do 2 there as well, so they can enjoy it. Add service. Cool. I've only got 1 more day. So in 1 day, they need to go to probably all the way to I don't know, to PE so that they could drive back Storms River. Let's see if I can do Garden to Storms River. On the over. Tiniqua. Anybody got any recommendations for someone that they might be able to stay sort of near Storms River? Chat. Storms River Lodge. Okay, cool. Are they quite nice? These clients seem to be quite fancy, the ones that I'm making. Okay, cool. Storms River Village. Let's see, Storms River, 2 words, Lodge. Black River Lodge. Titicaca National Park. That's a nice idea. Oh, that's beautiful. Don't know what these lodges are like, but anyway, they look quite cool. There are, let's see. Hopefully that's a nice one. I don't have any specific images of it, I guess. But it does seem to be one of the more pricey ones. Yeah, cool. And that's going to be the last day. And then yeah, so I can just put something in there like that. Drop off your car, Port Elizabeth Airport, 12 noon, 2:45 p.m. Cool. Obviously just making all of that up as I go along. Save, and now I'm going to save my package. Cool. Okay, so there's my package number, the 162. We remember that from last time. They won't make it there by 2. Why do you mean that? I mean, it's Titicaca to PE. It's only about 2.5 hour drive, if I'm not mistaken. I did it beginning of March. Yeah, so about a month ago. We did that from Cape Town to Jeffreys Bay and then back. So it should only be about 2.5. I mean, otherwise, if it was an evening flight or something, I mean, we could always do that. Okay, so if I ever see one of these, what do? I take my snipping tool and I snip the whole screen. So I've included the time at the bottom here with the date and everything. All of this, including the package reference number, that's an important one. So here I can see which package it is, all of this info, and then I can log a ticket from here. So I can log sport tickets, and then we are going to have on live at the moment, we've got the ability to upload a separate image besides your screenshot. So we're going to have that, but what I'm going to do at the moment is just send it as an email. 62 best. Cool. And it is a bug and it's, I don't know, hi. So I can save and send that. Received, sorry, screenshot. Got save and send. And then I'll just send an email with the snipping that I've taken here. Cool. Okay. So now I've finished this. I've saved my package. I've got my package reference number. I'm going to go to triple the bookings, my bookings, and I want to create a booking from this. Okay. So I'm going to go and say create new booking and then create a new booking from a package. Cool. Okay. There I go. I can see my 21 day. I forgot to rename it when we shortened it down just so that we could fit the whole thing in this video. Otherwise, we would have spent the whole 45 minutes busy just building the package instead of actually seeing how to pull a package into a booking and then make a quote from that. Cool. So I'm going to select that. If I know, let's see, I know that it's 162. Ha, awesome. So if I do have that package reference number, if I save that somewhere, that's a nice little easy way of searching there. So I know that this package I created was 162. So I can just go and search by that. Otherwise, I can search by the name. I should be able to search by agent. Yeah, search by agent. Yeah, I can search by agent code. Let's see if I can search by, no. Okay. So the agent name, I can't search by at the moment, but if I put the agent name in the package itself, then I'd be able to do that. If I wanted to find Tammy's package, there we go, Tammy's packages that she's made for Raunt Race. So it's just a nice, easy way to do it. So I could filter by validity date, or I could filter by agent as well. Anything on the Rickshaw network, or any of those. Yeah, so nice and easy, easy way to filter by those. So I actually want my agent. Cool. And then I'm going to go continue. And now it says, there's my package name. Obviously, I can't edit that because I'm using an existing package. There, who's created by, when it was created, and now I can say party name. Okay, when is my trip going to start? So now I can say, okay, well, I know my validity. When did I actually set my validity for the trip? I think the validity started from 2019 last year until, okay. So I can actually go and book it much further in the future if I wanted it to be 1st of May 21. And then I can choose, so what if it's Riksha who's actually booking? And I've got my one room there. Let's see, I can go into it. I could amend it, I think. But I can't, at this stage, I can't actually edit how many adults or how many children. I could only change the room type. But as soon as I create the booking, then I can change it. And that's only because when I made the package, I didn't do any kind of cost overrides. I didn't set any package total. So I'm using this more of the way that the Riksha team might use it, where you've built a package of how the people normally travel. Oh yeah, that's Sabrina. Sabrina does all of our testing for us. She works for Hex. Yeah. So, sorry. I'm using this more as a template at the moment. Yes, I'm using this more of a template at the moment than with a fixed package total price, if that makes sense. So for instance, the TUI and NRV, they would have a fixed package price, whereas Riksha only has a price per service, so a fixed service price, which is then already pulling from the database, and that's the agreed upon rate for the next year coming. Okay, so this is just more of a quick way for me to create my package from scratch and then pull the package into the booking. And then once in the booking, once my package is in the booking, then I can go and look at those costs and everything. It's just a faster way of me making my booking if I need to make it very quickly in future, if I've got the same kind of booking always done. So I'm going to go, create from package, save, and there we go, create new booking. Cool. There is my reference number immediately. Now I can go and say edit in Trip Builder. That's going to allow me to actually work on it immediately, or I can say view booking summary. Let's go and do that. So the booking summary is more where you do your, I want to say day-to-day. I've sent out the request, so I'd go over here, I'd scroll to the bottom, say send email. Now my emails aren't hooked up, so I just need to sign in with Outlook. It takes you to the Outlook page. You put in your email address and everything there, and then it gives me the template. It includes the supply details, all of that here. And then I'll choose a template. I'll say, well, what is it? It's a request for a confirmed service in Riksha's case, or it's a request for a provisional service. All this does is sort of toggles between the different templates, and then I can always edit it. I can add in extra information. It's just a very fast way of making that template. We've cleaned it up a lot, but we've used the same or very similar template to what we had in Tour Plan. We just kind of modernized it a bit to make it a lot more simple and easy to read for the suppliers. Because I understand that sometimes the suppliers would say they don't know if they're looking at one service or two, or how exactly that worked. So we just cleaned that up a lot. So then once I've sent out the email, I can go and mark this as RQ. If I'm not mistaken, Sabrina, tell me if I'm wrong. It does that automatically. Sabrina, I don't know if that does, as soon as I send out the request, do you remember if that happens automatically?
If you select the service to be RQ.
Sorry, if I send the email, as soon as I hit send request, if I'm not mistaken, the service status immediately changes to RQ.
If I'm correct, I think it does. I haven't seen it happen in a while because I haven't been on the system, but if I'm correct, it should. I can actually test it out now while you're busy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have my Outlook linked up, so otherwise I would just do that. But yeah, I can just go hit save changes. And now I can see it's changed colors. We've used exactly the same colors as in tour plan. We've just toned them down a lot so that it's not like this bright red and this deep purple and all the pinks. So I can go and send out the requests on all of those, put in any remarks, put in a reservation number, pick up, drop off location. Sorry about that. My car rental should have, I don't know, it didn't have the remarks that I entered before. Okay. That's something for me to have a look at. The car rental didn't have my remarks. It could be because I created a package and we don't necessarily want client specific remarks to pull through for every package. I must just look into exactly how that works. I can put in my reservation number. And there we go. So this page, the booking summary page, this is where we'll do our day-to-day incremental changes that we're making. We get a response back from the supplier. Our response is then going to show up at the bottom. It takes the reference number. If we receive an email with this reference number in it, it's going to show it up at the bottom here. So that's just if I've signed in. So for instance, when I send my emails out, if I'm busy helping Tammy make all of her, do all of her reservations, she's made all the bookings, she's doing all of the costing and all of that. All I'm doing is I'm hitting send. I get the emails back and then I sort of save them for her. What I would be doing is I would CC Tammy in, but every time an email response comes back, as long as that person CC'd her in as well, if she goes into the booking, she's going to see the responses come up here. So it's not going to include all of your emails in the bottom. It's only the specific ones. So it filters that down very nicely so that you don't get confused, and it just helps you to see sort of what's going on specifically related to your booking, and not all your emails, and you get sort of overwhelmed, especially if you've got a lot of them or lose track or anything like that. Yeah. We've got a little button over here, toggle confirmed services. That's going to hide everything because nothing's in a confirmed state at the moment. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to do is, now I've made a booking very quickly from a package. Spent a lot more time on actually building the package than I did the booking. And I can see there's my travel date, 1st of May, 2021. I can go and say open in Doc Builder. Now this is going to open my colorful quote. This is pulling all the descriptions, all of the text, all of the images, everything, and it's building this little PDF quote for me. It's saying, where do they start? Atlantic Seaboard, Cape Town's explained, day 1 and 2, 1st, 21st. So we'll see at the top here, it's got introduction. So I can say, welcome to South Africa, or if it's a birthday trip or an anniversary or anything like that. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Sabrina. So the service statuses do automatically change to RQ when sending an email. So as soon as you hit send, it changes to RQ. So it's just one more thing that's helping you speed up that booking process just a little bit. There I've got my 2,830 Rand. That's not right. Oh, I know why. So It's what it's doing is it's pulling through, I think, only services. Let's go and say edit in Trip Builder. I may have actually had to, cool, let's go and check in my packs config. 1 room, 2 adults, it's double, adult 1, adult 2, save, save, and my info, yes, that's a quote. Yes, my agent, that's fine, 7 days. Okay, save booking. That's a bit weird. Don't know why it only showed up the 2,000 Rand. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's 1,500 on day 1. Let's just go and have a look back here. I'm going to go and hit reset. Ah, that's much better. Okay. So that's just something to keep in mind. I didn't actually go into the booking and should I say, finalize my booking. I went straight to the overview. And now if I go here and I say cost breakdown, there's my 27,220 Rand. Because I didn't touch anything in the markup override in my package. So for instance, when I built this package, I could have set this to 30,000, or I could have seen, oh, well, that's 46% markup. That is very high. Go and amend some of these, go and amend the meet and greets and whatever. Maybe takes me down to 20,000. I mean, I'm only not making too much. So it could be like 22,000, for instance. Then my total over here is going to be my 22,000. You cannot amend this. This is pulled through from the booking itself. So if I wanted to change that, I'd need to go and just change my retail totals over here, or my markup, lower the percentage a little bit. As soon as I hit save here, I just need to then go and reset my doc, and then that's going to pull through the new pricing over here. So what is nice is because it's all online, there's no sync time needed. So we don't have to wait for the next sync. You save something on the one side, you then refresh your document, and it's going to show up on the side over here. So just to show you what it all looks like, day 1 and 2, meet and greet with Mojo Tours will take place on the 1st at 2100 for 2 people. So just something to keep in mind, I mentioned last time, if you've got, for instance, 2 rooms, and then sometimes you want them as a family room, you'll just need to go through and just amend the wording in the quote. But that's so nice and easy. The quote has been like built from scratch. There's my Overberg. Why do we get the elephants? I think it's maybe because of Addo arrive at Malchus Hotel. So we don't have any photos of Malchus yet. There we go, Garden Roots, Game Lodge. So if anybody does find places like this, like Malchus doesn't have photos, then just pop an email to support query. Let us know that Malchus doesn't have it. If you want to take a screenshot or anything like that, we'll find some photos and upload them. It'll just help us to know, A, what are people actually using? Because we have a lot of product, but we don't always use all of it. So it's very good for us to know what are people actually using. What are people needing the photos for? For instance, if Rickshaw doesn't use the quoting, then there's not a whole lot of point of us loading the Rickshaw specific photos in this regard. However, for instance, Tammy might use it for quoting. So we need to focus on Tammy's product and loading it rather than us just going into pulling a report and seeing what do people use most of the time, and then us getting it completely wrong because Rickshaw books in a much larger volume than what Tammy does. Okay, so we've only got a minute left. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this, show you what we're looking at. As far as I can see, everything looks good. That photo is a little bit weird, the proportions, but that's okay. These terms and conditions, I need to check. We're still working on those. We just need to get those uploaded. So if anyone has lots of time and wants to help me go through the cancellation terms and everything, I'd really appreciate that. Just pop me an email and I can let you know how we can work on that in this sort of more quieter period. Currency, yes, it's not supposed to be US dollars, so that's something we need to update. Yeah, and then I'll just go and say export, and then that's going to save my quote as a PDF, which looks virtually the same. We have run out of